beautiful. Out she comes. And that is so, so good. So I've got a potato pie on the go today, a fish pie. So fish underneath, I've got dory fish, you could use cod if you wanted, and salmon in a tomato sauce with cumin and thyme. It is absolutely wonderful. Potatoes on the top, cheese on the top, in the oven, beautiful. Welcome back once again to How to Cook Great Food. Let's go. Potatoes peeled in lots of water, salt, cook them until they're super soft. We're going to drain them off, give them a mash. Okay, so while our potatoes are boiling away there for our mash, for the topping of this dish, let's take a look at some of the ingredients. So 1 can of tomatoes. I've got like 3 cups of bell peppers there, cut different colors. Nice bit of vitamin C and color in there. 1 large onion. About 200 grams of mushrooms. So we've roughly got about equal parts here. Can you see that? 1, 2, 3. Tablespoon of garlic, 2 teaspoons of cumin powder, and 2 of thyme. Let's have a look at the fish. So I'm using 2 types of fish here. I'm using some salmon. There's about 300 or 400 grams there of salmon. It's got the skin on. Nice little fillet, it's beautiful. And here I've got dory fish. You could be using something else, like, you know, some cod, or even some kind of smoked haddock or kippers in there. All makes, you know, a lovely flavor. Or even if you want, you can get some shrimps, prawns, or something like in there. So what I've got here is cut into these size pieces. There's 3 fillets. They were frozen, you know, that sort of size, and I just chopped them up. That's it. So you've seen the vegetables, you've seen the fish, the potatoes are cooking. This is going to be fab. So get your knife and put it into a potato. And they're not coming out, you see. If you're lifting the potato up, they're not done yet. So, yeah, nice and soft. Off goes the heat. What we're going to do now is we're going to drain all of the water off of those. We're going to put the potatoes back in that pan, ready to be mashed. Potato masher. Let's just get straight in, and we're going to just get a bit of elbow grease, as we call it, and get in there and mash these guys up. We're going to be adding a little bit of pepper, butter and milk, but first give it a couple of minutes of mashing. Right, there you go. So now some black pepper in the mix, and then we're going to add some butter, like a big knob of butter we call it. Get that in, and then again mash that away. Don't put the milk in yet. Let's get this moving first, another couple of minutes. So I don't like to go crazy with the milk. I just want to put a little splash like that. The more milk you put in, the thinner it's going to become. But I like it to have a little bit of body to it. You can play around with that. Okay, we're going to mash this in. Another couple of minutes. Our potato is then done. So there you go, potato's done. Now we've probably got too much potato there for the dish that we're making, but I come from the school of you can never have enough mashed potato. I love it. I could be making something else with that, some fish cakes or something like that, you know, but I'll definitely use it, but probably a little bit too much. If you wanted, get some Parmesan cheese in there, some grated cheddar, some corn, some chopped parsley, you know, make it a bit more interesting. We're going straight with this one today. So I've got my pan here and I've got some olive oil in there. Just heating that up now. In goes the onion and the garlic. And simply, above medium heat, we're going to go for about 4 minutes. Okay, so the garlic and the onions are just taken. Very simply, drop in the bell peppers and the mushrooms. All cut quite nice and small. Let's get some salt in there, some black pepper, and then 2 teaspoons of the cumin and the same amount of the thyme. Now, if you wanted, you could be changing these vegetables, or even don't put any vegetables in. Just go straight with the tomato sauce we're going to make and the fish. But for me, I think this is a little wonderful combination Right, 4 minutes, 5 minutes, stand on, it's above medium heat. Let's get these going, stir often. Wonderful aromas coming from there, especially from the cumin. Next up, we're going to get that 1 can of tomatoes and drop that in. Now this can of tomatoes was whole. I just crushed it roughly with my hand. Simply let it go now for 5 minutes on this same heat. And then after that, we're going to drop the fish in there. Beautiful stuff. Right, what's going to happen now is we're going to lay the fish on the top here. We're then going to put a lid on it, lower the heat, and let it go for about 5 or 6 minutes. When I say lower the heat, I mean not a simmer, just above a simmer. And then this is going to be done. Beautiful, beautiful stuff. Easy and delicious. Okay, off goes the heat, off comes the lid. A little bit of steam out there for you. Beautiful. Now simply what you need to do is just fold this in a little bit and we're done. Don't worry if you think your fish is not cooked, because we're going to be cooking this again in the oven, aren't we? So that's it. Potatoes done and this is done. It's absolutely divine. Now if you wanted, you could just have this with some pasta or with some rice. But of course, we're going to be adding this to the potato. Let's do that. Okay, so as you can see, I've got this in an oven-proof dish. You need metal, like I'm using, glass or ceramic. As long as it can go in the oven, that's fine. This is quite big. We've actually probably got about the right amount of potatoes for this, because this is a bit of a whopper. What we're going to do next is we're going to get our potato on the top. Let me do that. So using a fork here, as you can see, what we're doing here is we're actually creating these little peaks and troughs, which are excellent because we want them to get a little bit golden brown in there. If it's just really flat, nothing's going to happen there, is it? That is beautiful. Hold tight. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get some grated cheddar cheese on the top there. You can be using any type of cheese you want. I'm going to put cheddar and mozzarella. So just a nice little bit there. Now get your oven on maximum heat. Preheated oven, really hot. All we're trying to do here now is just bring this together. So this is going to go in the oven for maybe about 20 minutes on a full blast oven. There you go, I've got some mozzarella here. Like I say, any cheese works. Even some Philadelphia, you could just flick some Philadelphia cream cheese on there, it'd be really good, smooth it out. This is looking fabulous, I think. And just one more thing to add is I'm going to put now some sweet paprika on the top and then get that in my oven. I'll see you in about 20 minutes. Full blast, off you go. Delightful. Okay, and there you go. That was, 15, 20 minutes in the oven. Just melted it down. It is absolutely wonderful. I hope you enjoyed that. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel, please. Do give us a thumbs up. And more importantly, leave us a message and let us know that you're fine. We'll see you soon. Lots of love.